whenever you're going to blow off the patio or the backyard and move on to the next house, and you realize that you missed a spot. Okay, so I think posting one video every single day is an unsustainable pace, but I'm feeling good, and I hope you're feeling good, and if you're not feeling good, now you are. I mentioned this in my other videos that you have to stay grateful, and I think naturally whenever you do something long enough, you're not as grateful for it because you do it every day. But whenever you can remember, then just talk to your mower and just be like, I know I just hit you from the back all day every day, and I always just turn you on, but I never ask how you're doing. But just tell the mower, thank you for letting me make all this money and letting me live the life that I want. And in turn of you taking care of me, I'm gonna give you ethanol-free gas. I'm gonna change your oil, and I'm gonna keep you sharpened, so that way you can keep me sharpened. And that's it. Just stay grateful for what you got. You can't always be grateful, understandably, but just try to do it sometimes. Talk to your mower, talk to your truck, be like, thank you. I just drive you all day, but I don't really think about what you do for me. I just use you as a vehicle, but really you're a vehicle for me to get to my next evolution of a human being. So that being said, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm editing the video right now, and this next clip, you may or may not agree with me, but that's totally okay with me. But I'm sharing this because if somebody would have told me this a long time ago, I just would have had a lot easier of a time building my business up versus worrying about yards that are covered in weeds and trying to tackle weed problems that I couldn't really manage myself. So you'll hear in the next clip what I'm talking about. And again, I'm not a weed professional. I like mowing yards, so my business is based around mowing yards. But I want to include this for those people who are starting out in order to give them just a different perspective on how you can operate, because I like doing this myself. So here it is. So this is one of my bi-weekly yards. He's super cool. I've been working with him for a while, but he has a massive weed problem, and I've tried to spray it for weeds, but just for the amount of weeds that he has, it wasn't that effective. So I told him that he could go and use a different company. In my area, we have something called True Green, and they are a chemical weed spray specialist. So with this type of yard, I do the mowing, and then that company only does the weed spraying, and that's more than okay with me because I don't have to worry about weeds. The weeds actually stay under control, which makes my job easier because I'm just here to mow, and I have a happy setup, and the other company gets to make their money, I get to make their money, and at the end of the day, the customer is happy because his yard looks good. So that's what I was saying in the previous clip about sometimes I'll spray for weeds, but sometimes I'll recommend that they hire a different company who's more based around chemicals, because I just do generic chemicals, but these ones do specific chemicals for their yards. So I just wanted to add that if you do the mowing and somebody else does the weed spraying, I think that's the perfect setup, and I actually really enjoy it. I just thought of something else. So I don't get this comment very often, and the times that I have, I don't think there was any bad intention from it, but I have gotten it more than once, and that is, wow, are people really that lazy that they'll pay you $50 for you to mow their tiny yard? And I guess to somebody watching my videos who's never owned a business, I could see that as a feasible thought. But why the f do people go to Starbucks every day and spend $5 on a coffee when they could just make it themselves? Why do people go to restaurants and fast food to buy food when they can just cook a hamburger themselves? It's because people allocate time and energy towards things they prioritize. Maybe this person spends money on me to mow their yard, but they work really hard and they can do that so the person can spend more time with their kid. Or maybe they can't mow their yard. I think for somebody to say, why can't people mow their own yards? Like, some people don't have legs, and some of these, like, I've never even met this guy. He called me, or he texted me like maybe 8 months ago, and he said that he's not living at the property right now. I have no idea where he's at. I think maybe he lives in a different house, or he's out of town for work. Maybe he's military. I have no idea, but I made sure to get payment before the first job I ever did for him, and he paid me. So now I just know he's still able to trust, and I let him pay me afterwards. But for those of you who say, why do people let you mow their tiny yards? I don't know. I'm not best friends with all these people. They called me because they see my reviews, they see my business, and then they say they want their yard mowed. And I don't ask them, why do you want me to mow your yard? I just tell them, okay, this is how much it will cost. So then if they want me to do it, I do it. If they don't, then I don't. And the world keeps spinning. So that's just a thought I had. You could question everything, or you could just do stuff. I like to do stuff, but I also like to question stuff. So again, that's a feasible thought, but I hope that sheds some light for anybody thinking that. Like, why do people pay money to have their car fixed or to change their oil in their car when they could just do it themselves? It's not that hard. I don't know. Why do dolphins have sex for pleasure? I mean, I guess I know why, because it feels good, but I don't know. I need to go mow. I know everybody loves the mowing footage, but I don't have my tripod, unfortunately, so I just stopped halfway through just to show you before I'm complete, and then I'll show you when I'm done. As mentioned, the guy doesn't live here, so he doesn't really care about the quality of his grass. He just wants it to be cut, so I come and I cut it. I'm going to share a tidbit about business, something that it's just another way to look at building up your operation. So look at it like most people have a problem and you have a solution. This guy's problem is that he doesn't know how to keep his yard mowed because 1, he doesn't live here, 2, maybe he doesn't have legs, 3, maybe he doesn't want to. So his problem is he needs his yard mowed. What is my business built on? It's built on the solution of mowing yards for people who cannot or who do not want to mow their yards. Barbers, they have the solution to people who don't know how to cut their own hair, so they cut people's hair. This is a horrible analogy and I might not put it in the video, but why do you, now I'm not even gonna say it. I might put it in the comments, but you have a solution. Your business is based around a solution. A bunch of people have a bunch of problems, so you fix their problems and then you make a bunch of money. So that's just something to think about. That's what I think about. Don't just feel like you're just mowing yards. You're fixing someone's problem and you're doing it by mowing yards. Okay, so we'll talk about my truck. I've already discussed how I built my trimmer rack. I've discussed how many tools I have. I always say it's just a trimmer, a mower, and a blower. I shouldn't even have said it again because I don't want to repeat myself. But that's the back of my truck. I've already made a video on that. As far as my actual truck, I guess I'll give you a tour. So it's a 2003 or 2002. I bought it for $2,400 off of Craigslist. It took me like 3 months of checking Craigslist every day, every night. I was in Colorado when I found this. It was Christmas time of 2018, and then I was in Colorado, but he just posted this, so I begged him. I was like, please, 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 I will buy it for the asking price of $2,400, or actually it was $3,200, but I talked him down to $24 because when I got here, or when I got to the truck, the shifting was a little bit delayed. When it go into drive, it would still say park for a split second or neutral. So I was able to talk him down to $2,400. So that just goes to show, if you're patient and you take your time, you can find a great fleet work truck long bed for $2,400. It has 226,000 miles, and I put like $1,000 worth of repairs into it. But other than that, I own this thing outright, and I'll happily repair it because it's sentimental to me. It's my first vehicle I've owned outright. And plus, this whole truck is the reason why you're watching my video, because without it, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So that's the background on the truck. I bought it off of Craigslist. You could do Facebook offer up. You could drive around, look at car dealerships. But as far as what's in my truck, I have gloves. I have a bunch of glasses. Over here, this is important. Keep extra money because sometimes I forget my wallet. So you got to have gas money. So that's very important. Or you got to have money for coffee or candy, whatever you are into. Over here, just glasses I never wear. Over here, oops, the Hedger battery. I have some hand sanitizer I don't even use. If I ever hit a sprinkler, it's never been anything deep, so I would just screw this on, or this is what my dad gave me. I don't even know if this is proper, but I've never damaged a whole sprinkler system. I've just hit a head and you could just screw it back on with a new replacement head. Over here, this is the line that I use, Echo Black Diamond 0.95. I keep a lunchbox. Inside the lunchbox, I have water bottles, some snacks. Actually, I forgot I have a tripod. I have a power bank because I don't know why I don't have a charger right here. I just use a power bank. I'm weird. Back here, please don't rob me. I keep my electric hedger, a tarp, and some loppers. And my truck doesn't even have a cassette player. That's tough. Okay, I didn't know that. I usually just listen to music on my headphones or in my brain, and yeah, it's an automatic. I don't know how to drive stick shift. My girl does, though. That's kind of weird. I think that's it for my truck. I don't even have a tow hitch. It's just a spare tire. But that's okay because I don't like using a trailer, so that's cool with me. If we go on this side, I keep a mask, a dirty one for when I need to go inside a gas station. And fleet trucks are cool because these are meant to get dirty and you could spray water, you could wash them, versus it being like velour or velvet or whatever else most regular vehicles that aren't meant for work are. I don't even have, see, this is how bare bones this truck is. It doesn't even have a mirror. It's manual, but it's okay because it gives me an arm workout and my shake weight is broken. Your boy is up to date. Holla at me, police. And it's a Chevy. So I guess all I can tell you is Chevys are good trucks. If you want to buy a work truck, I don't know if I'd buy a Ford if I could buy a Chevy instead. I don't know if I'd buy a Dodge or what else is there? I think GMC and Chevy are my favorite. At least I like the way they look, and I can vouch for this Chevy's work capability. It's super old. It's almost as old as me. Actually, no, it's not, but it gets the job done. And it came with this liner stuff, and that's cool. I keep all my weed sprays over here. If you want to try and rob me, you got to get through my 1/4-inch padlock. Good luck with that. There's my mower. Hello, how are you? Let me give you a nice little pet. It's gonna be okay, we're almost done. Then I can let you go home to sleep. And I put trash in here because there's always trash in my yards. And I think that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna climb in this tree because the guy doesn't live here, and my dad does trees for a living, so it's kind of like, I don't know. I probably look stupid, but I don't have magnets on my car, so I have nobody to impress or make mad. Okay. I'm seriously up in this tree right now. It might break. I don't even know what type of tree this is. But I guess with that being said, I'm gonna end the video now. My online courses for how to operate your business, how to grow it, how to manage it, how to advertise, legalize, quote, everything, it's in that. I'm so tired I can't even sell my course. But the course is there, howtomakemoneymowing.com. Yeah, I guess that's it. You guys should get into a tree sometime. I think being on the floor is overrated. One person, if I can help one person do better in lawn care or leave their job to start whatever business they want, then I'm happy. And as long as that's happening, then the money will come. So whether you do lawns or whether you don't, just do what you know what you gotta do. But it's just like people don't want to do it because they're scared. And man, I don't know. Just do it. Do it! Just do it! That's a Shia LaBeouf. Do it! Just do it. Okay. Unless I feel like adding more to this video, I'm going to try to not make this another 35-minute video. Unless you guys want 35-minute videos, I can do that, but that takes a long time to edit. I didn't eat that whole time, and I went to bed late, but it's all good. That's such a first world complaint. Like, I didn't eat for 5 hours. There's people who don't eat for like a month. Lions eat like once every couple weeks, and they're fine. I have no idea. Look at this yard. Look at this yard. Don't look at the dog. Look at this yard. Was trimming. Then my trimmer died. And that happened during a Born of Osiris breakdown. It's all good. Also, to you lawn care grommets or rookies, do not forget to blow off the customer's car, or else they might not like having grass all over their car. I'm about to blow your mind if you haven't been knowing about this little tool, because when you have trimmer lining, you got to cut it. You could use a knife and look like a mongoloid trying to cut through this tough string, but if you have one of these things right here, now either you know what it is or you don't. Sorry, not sorry. This is what happens. Ready? This little blade in there, and then when you bend it, the tension is tight. So when you put it inside, just like that. You can buy these from your hardware store. I buy this from where I get my handheld tools. Actually, they give it to me because I spend like $300, so they could just give me this like 2-penny little tool just to make my life easier. So you should get one of these, or if you just like using a knife, I guess it doesn't even matter. All right, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one, howtomakemoneymowing.com, if you want me to help you build your business up. And also, if any of you guys want to grow your hair out for 1 year, I'm growing my hair out for 1 year, and we're going to have hair down here. So if you want to have long hair too, comment down below and let's both grow our hair out for 1 year. Okay, peace out. Thanks.